doing the kind of things that we would never usually do if we weren't running a business. Things like putting yourself out there. And it's really scary. It's scary to put yourself out there as you, because you are opening yourself up to the judgment and the critics that led to so much pain in the past. If you were bullied at school, if you've ever been bullied in the workplace, if you ever didn't fit into your in-law family, if there's ever been this time where you just wanted to blend in and you didn't want to have the attention on you and you didn't want to stand out because standing out meant receiving negative attention, it's really scary when you start doing this in your own business. It takes guts, it takes tenacity, and this is why it's rebellious. It's rebellious because you are going against everything you ever were told by society. When you want to start standing out and you want to start getting noticed and you want to start getting this attention, we really have to start owning who we are. The other thing to mention is that standing out does not mean being anything other than being you. Now, we have 7.753 billion people on this planet as of today, right? And what I want you to understand is that you are a snowflake. Literally, you are completely unique. There is nobody on this planet that is exactly the same as you in every single area. Not in terms of the same beliefs, the same values, the same personality, the same tone of voice, the same quirks, the same sense of humor, the same experiences. All of this makes you very, very unique. And therefore, what if standing out just meant really being yourself, really owning who you are and using that personality as your business brand? This is personal branding. This is building a brand around who you are as a person. I used to think back in those eBay days that branding meant, I had my logo, I had my website, I had some colors that I'd chosen, I had a font, like the Coca-Cola brand. It doesn't mean that. Branding is a personality, and the font and the logo and the colors and the images and all of that just represents who that brand is. Just like the clothes and the jewelry and the makeup that you wear represent your personality. You wear things that represent who you are, right? And you are not the clothes that you wear. You are the person underneath those clothes. The clothes just represent who you are on the inside. And I'm having lots of conversations with people about this on a regular basis because this is something that I'm really, really interested in. This is a real passion of mine, is like really being yourself in business. And what I notice is that when people decide to remove that professional mask that we think we need to wear in business in order to be seen as, a professional person who's worthy of being given some status or worthy of having an opinion that matters, and we think that we need to sort of wear things that are very professional looking and all of that. And when we actually strip all of that back and we just start being ourselves, what happens is that actually it really elevates everything. The quality of clients coming into your space, the quality of the audience coming into your space, the connections that you have with people is just so different, so powerful. Because if you imagine, if you're wearing a mask and you're not sharing with people who you really are, the ones that would connect with you in a way that your best friends connect with you, the people that you really get on with, that you could just spend hours laughing with, those kind of people, they can't see you. They can't see you because you're hiding who you really are. And so what happens is you end up attracting people that you don't really gel with as much. And it's like Simon Sinek says, right? People who believe what you believe will work for you for blood, sweat, and tears. People that don't believe what you believe will work for you for money. And here at Rebellious Business, we're about creating a movement. This isn't just about a transaction like, oh, we'll show you how to use social media and you need to pay us this much money. It's not about that. It's about a movement of creating a space where people can really be themselves, build a business where they really are themselves, feel safe in doing that, feel empowered in doing that, and build the kind of business that absolutely sets them on fire as a result. The next thing that I just want to touch on is, the fear that comes with really being yourself online is that we're going to get trolled. We're going to get the criticism. We're going to get people that don't agree with us and argue with us and, say negative things on our posts, etc. And one of the extreme opinions on this is from Rob Moore, who's like, if there's people saying negative stuff on my posts, then amazing. They're helping the algorithm, because the more engagement I get, the more visibility I'm going to get on my stuff. So let them have a little argument in the comments. I'm like, yes, they're arguing. That means I'm getting more visibility. But actually, one thing that you can do, I don't condone any kind of trolling on the internet. Like, I think it's disgusting. There's way too much awful, hateful comments and things that really, there's people commit suicide off the back of the hate that they receive on the internet. It is not something I condone. But if it's something that you're worried about, just understand that actually, if you do get a negative comment, it means you're getting seen. And if people do disagree with you, that's okay, because what we want to do here is we want to actually polarize. And by you having an opinion, and by you sharing that opinion, and by you being yourself and sharing what you're a stand for, there are going to be people out there that do not see things the way that you do, that do not agree with what you have to say. And you can almost look at this negativity as the same way that we look at tax. There are some people that have the mindset of like, I don't want to pay tax. I don't want to pay too much tax. But actually, the people paying the most tax are the people earning the most money, right? You earn more money, you pay more tax. So I have that mindset of like, yeah, I want to pay loads of tax. Like, I want to pay so much tax, because if you're paying so much tax, you're earning so much money, and that surely is a good thing, right? Well, you can kind of look at these negative comments as almost like a tax to visibility, because if you start to get negative comments, it means that you are getting visible. And I want you to block and remove those negative people out of your space. If you feel like it's affecting your energy, report them. I will always report people who are negative. I think that if somebody is saying something to upset me, how many other people are they saying things to upset other people, right? So reporting to the social platform can be a really good thing to do, because we want to put a stop to all of this hate on the internet. But just in terms of how you feel about it, it can be just looked at as like, okay, cool, I'm getting visible. This means that if there are people that are disagreeing with me, there must be people that are agreeing with me, because this is polarizing, right? You can't have a magnet that has the attraction force and doesn't have the repel force. A magnet has two forces. It's attractive and it's repellent. It's just those two things. You want to turn off the repellent, what's going to happen is that you're going to turn off the attraction, because just by trying to please all of the people all of the time and not pee anybody off and not upset any trolls or whatever, what's going to happen is that you're going to water down your message so far, so that you're trying to teeter on eggshells and please all of the people all of the time, that you are not going to A, be yourself, B, say anything that impacts anyone in any kind of way, because your message will be so watered down that it doesn't connect emotionally with anyone. And we want to connect with people emotionally. This is really important. And people move by emotion and then they justify with logic later. We don't move because of logic. We move because of emotion. We are emotional beings. We make our decisions off the back of emotions. So we want to allow people to emotionally connect with us, to emotionally connect with what we're saying. And that is going to cause some people to shout out and say, I do not agree with you. I do not agree with you. And we need to be okay with that. And this is why it takes a lot of tenacity to really be yourself, to really own your opinion, to really be a stand for something, to really share that side of yourself in the online space and open yourself up for judgment, for criticism. And just remember that we can block anyone that brings negative energy into our space, and we can remove them from our space. We can report them, but do not let that trolling, Do not let the negativity of some mindless people that just want to be horrible stop you from being who you really are. Because if we look at this on a bigger scale, by you being who you really are, you're connecting with people that really need what you do and really need your help and support. And what that is going to do is it's going to allow you to change people's lives. And if you are trying to accommodate for the people that would be negative, and you're watering yourself down and you're hiding behind a professional mask, and you're not allowing the people that you're here to support to really connect with you on an emotional level, what's the point? Where's the impact that you're going to make? Where's the change that you're going to make? Where's the absolute tidal wave of awesomeness that you were put here to create? What's happening to that? You're suppressing all of it.